You know that I love giving advice. I have an entire YouTube channel dedicated to passing on everything I've learned about business. Subscribe, by the way, it's totally free. You might be wondering who gives me advice. Obviously, I have a top team around me that I trust totally, but I do look in other places too. And quite far away places as it happens. One of my favourite sources of advice is Sun Tzu, who wrote the strategic military masterpiece, The Art of War, 2000 years ago. Yep, that's right, a text written 2000 years ago about tactics in war has proven to be invaluable to me in business. Think about it. You need a strategy in war just as you do in business. Today's 7 hacks is going to look at key bits of advice from Sun Tzu and see why they are relevant when it comes to property investment. 1. Sun said, "The general who wins the battle makes many calculations in his temple before the battle is fought. The general who loses makes but few calculations beforehand." What does that mean today? Sun was saying 2000 years ago what I'm always saying: be prepared. If you're planning on property investment, do your homework, have funding in place and make sure you have a plan B. Successful investors have thought of every eventuality and are prepared for them. 2. Sun said, "Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them the army relies to make its every move." What does that mean today? When it comes to property investment, don't go telling the world. Keep your plans under your hat and only tell those who need to know. This is particularly vital when you're either selling or buying off market. That means the property hasn't been advertised for sale for any number of reasons. So don't go about shouting your plans for buying or selling from the rooftops. You might inadvertently scupper the whole deal. 3. Sun said, "Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust." What does that mean today? You can have the perfect plan in place when it comes to property investment, but if you take your eye off the ball, things will go wrong. They might not go wrong immediately, but over time, the plan and your business will be doomed. Think of your investment as the perfect sword that Sun talked about. Look after it, nurture it, and over time it will serve you well rather than rusting away. 4. Sun said, "To know your enemy, you must become your enemy." What does that mean today? Before you head down the property investment route, you must live and breathe the market. You need to know everything you can about your rivals and their assets. Make sure that you're up to speed about the legal side of things, whether that be conveyancing or rental agreements. If you don't know these things, find lawyers and agents that you can trust. Will you be storing stock in your property? Have every single detail planned as best as you can. 5. Sun said, "Know yourself and you will win all battles." What does that mean today? Property investment isn't for the faint-hearted. It can be risky, and of course, there is the potential to lose money. You need to be psychologically ready to go into this line of business, and that means knowing your own mind, making decisions that you know are the right ones and not being easily swayed by other people. 6. Sun said, "Possessing the ability to calculate the difficulties and danger is a basic requirement for a good general." What does that mean today? You are the general of your business, and you need to evaluate the risks and difficulties that a particular investment might throw up. Ultimately, you must work out whether the potential return outweighs the risk, and you can only do that if you've uncovered all the facts about the deal. In other words, make sure you do your due diligence. 7. Sun said, "In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity." What does that mean today? Well, no one knows what's happening with Brexit. It's fair to say that we live in chaotic times. We don't know if a recession is just around the corner, but if it is, it doesn't necessarily spell disaster for everyone. If you have funding in place, property prices can fall, which can offer investors some interesting deals. I've already done a 7 hacks about preparing for a recession, so do check it out. I love that Sun Tzu's advice is just as relevant today as when he wrote it all those years ago. If you've liked this vlog, make sure you check out my Ask Shaf videos. I've looked at the art of war in great detail and there is brilliant guidance within it for any budding entrepreneur. Before I go, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure Sun Tzu would be liking it and commenting on my vlogs if he was around today.